Hello, good evening. Happy April. I hope your reading month was great. Let's talk about mine and my plans for this one. My March sucked. I did not have a good month. I had some good points in it, but my brain was not braining correctly most of the time, so I didn't get a lot of reading done. I read only 5 books. I'm not pleased with myself, but it's fine. It's okay. Things like that happen. This month, I already feel a little bit better, so I'm gonna read much more. Let's just talk quickly about what I read, what I thought about it, and then I'll just talk a little bit about my TBR. I'm combining these 2 videos. You'll see why in a minute. So the first one I read, I don't know if these are in order. I read Tome 1 of Sorceline. It's a middle grade graphic novel and it's beautiful. It's amazing. It was pretty short. It was like 55 or 60 pages long. The art style is absolutely lovely and just beautiful, and I loved it so much. It was beautiful, and I wish it was 500 pages long. I really do. There's a tome 2 already translated into Ukrainian. This is in Ukrainian because I couldn't get it in English, and the original is in French, so it doesn't really matter if I read it in English or Ukrainian. There are 5 tomes altogether, I think, or 6 published in French at the moment, but only the first 2 were translated into Ukrainian. And I'm obsessed. I have the second one. I really want to read all of them, and I really, really wish this was much longer because this has such great potential. I have not actually told you what it's about. It's about Sorceline. Here she is. She wants to be a carer for magical creatures. She goes to this academy that's like on a secluded island with this mysterious principal who teaches kids to care for magical creatures. There are a few classmates. There's only 5 or 6 of them. And then mysterious things start happening at the school. It's lovely, it's beautiful, it's clearly very middle grade, but I think this could have been just incredible if it was longer. So maybe I'll write some fan fiction or something. I don't know. It's just so beautiful. Okay, next one, moving on. I read The Dutch House by Anne Patchett. This was good. This was 4 stars. It's a literary fiction novel about a brother and a sister who live with their father. They lost their mother. She left them when they were little, and their father marries another woman. They live in this place called the Dutch House, which was owned by the Van Hubeeks, people who brought this house piece by piece from other countries and built it, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculously beautiful and richly done. Their mother hated it, and that house is always at the center of their lives, even when they no longer live there. It's just a story about this brother and sister and their lives, his marriage, and just everyday things happening to them. But it's very emotional. It does a deep dive into the relationship between brother and sister I really enjoyed that part. The relationship, the friendship, the deep connection between the main character, I forget his name because it's first person, and Maeve, his sister, and into forgiveness, what forgiveness is, what it is to be a good person. Is there such a thing as a good person? And it was good. But again, literary novel, if you like action, you might be a little bit bored by this. The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. 1 star. I don't even want to talk about it. I posted a full rant review, so if you want to listen, here it is. I never want to talk about that book again. Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. 4 stars. This is pretty good. I did not cry like everybody told me I was gonna do. It was sad. But honestly, I read much sadder fiction in sort of the same vein. Sorry, did I wake you up? I don't even know how to explain. Okay, so this is about our world, just a modern world. This happens in like the late 90s. Main character's name is Kathy H. The characters in this book, they don't get last names, only first names and like a letter. They are kids at Hailsham, which is this prestigious boarding school where the kids grow up. They are taught art and literature and poetry and how to do all of these creative things. They are these intellectually rounded beings. But when they grow up, something called donations needs to start happening to them. Very slowly and very boringly throughout the novel, we find out what donations are and how this novel is actually speculative. I liked the speculative aspect of it, but it was very low key. Ishiguro does not write, he writes hard-hitting, but very slow and malleable hard-hitting. Imagine just a tidal wave of water completely blowing away a little town on the coast. That's some hard-hitting novels where the emotions are so raw and incredibly big, and everything that happens feels larger than life. And then imagine a little stream of water that constantly goes under this building for years and years and years, washing away the foundation, and eventually the building just crumples in on itself slowly without any drama. This is Kazuo Ishiguro. This is the way he writes his novels, and this is the way this was written. This was also written in a way as if you're talking to a friend, drinking some tea, and she's telling you the story. She keeps jumping back and forth between memories. She's telling some episode, and then she goes, oh, but actually to understand that, you're gonna need to know this other story. And then the next chapter, this other story. I might actually film a full review for this because that sounds like a challenge for me. But it was alright. It was okay. Not in love with it, but it was alright. 3 stars. And the last one I read is Going Postal by Terry Pratchett. 4 stars. Really great, amazing. Love Terry Pratchett. Oh, there's a little spider. That's why the cat woke up. Okay. Love Terry Pratchett. It's about this guy called Moist von Lipwig who is about to be hanged for his crimes because he's a con man and he finally got caught. And after he gets hanged, he is approached by Lord Vetinari, who is the patrician of Ankh-Morpork, the city at the center of the Discworld universe. And he is given a chance to either die, finally, or become the postmaster for the post office at Ankh-Morpork, which has fallen into disrepair. And he takes the chance, and it's just about him dealing with the post office. It sounds so weird, like how can a novel about post office be interesting, right? But it's just so fun because it's Terry Pratchett. Terry Pratchett could do anything funny and incredible, and the characters are so fun. I actually also am going to watch the TV adaptation because my boyfriend told me that it was good. So we're gonna watch that, and then I'm gonna maybe tell you about it. And now for my April TBR. Because I haven't finished all of my books for my March TBR, that's what I'm going to do in April. I'm going to finish Cyrano de Bergerac. I'm going to read The Essex Serpent. I'm not telling you anything about these books because I already did in my March TBR. I don't want to waste your time. I'm going to read Less. Cat, wait a moment. I'm going to read The Lady and the Unicorn and Pamela. And also, probably, Beloved. I want to read it, but it's separate here because I wanted to read it for the like spooky readathons, but I just want to read it. I just don't want to put it off anymore. And The Diary of Obscure Sorrows that I've been putting off for a couple of months now. And also probably The Forest Song by Lesia Ukrainka. This is in Ukrainian. This is a play. This is a classic of Ukrainian literature that we all read in school when we were little. I read it then as well. I was like, I don't know, maybe 13, 12 when we read this. And I completely forgot what it's about. And I saw this cute little copy at the bookshop. It's a little damaged, so it was on sale. And I was like, yeah, I wanted to reread this forever. So I might as well just do that. Plus, it's on my prompt list for the year to read a Ukrainian book. So yes, that's another one that I'm going to read. And I have a couple other books that I like loosely want to read. A couple secret TBRs that I hope I'll be able to get to this month. But that's it. I mean, I hope that April is better than March was. Wait one moment, please. Please. Tell me everything and anything. Tell me what you read in March. What were your ratings? If you did a video, please link it down below in the comments so that I can watch it. Tell me what you plan to read in April. I'll see you soon. Slava Ukraini!